Hi. I'm here today to eat a Feastables that Walmart didn't care about. Yeah. They don't care about you, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I've never had one before and I'm excited. But while I got you here, if you're actually watching this, hi, nice to meet you. She's right there. But the dog. I know that you do a lot of charity work and I appreciate that. But let's talk about North Carolina. I can't get into your bar. Okay? I don't want to mess up. It's really pretty. North Carolina is a military community. It's interesting. It's a smell of fresh cocoa, though. It's got a cocoa smell. I know that North Carolina is really, a military community. Like, oh, good Lord. There's so many bases there. Camp Lejeune is there. The best base. Well, the Marine Corps is the best branch. But Camp Lejeune is there. You can get some Army branch, the Army base. And I would love to see you give back to the military community, to the veteran community. I tweeted at you, actually, as I'm about to try your candy bar, a whole list of different veteran community centers because with all the good that you do, this is the people that really need the help. 22 veterans a day take their own lives. And I work with helping to raise awareness for PTSD and military suicide because it's not just veterans, it's active duty as well. I had a friend who watched his best friend jump off the top of the barracks. So while I eat your chocolate bar, we're going to discuss that. If you could just spread awareness and give love to the military community and the veterans, because even my friend, as young as 22, committed suicide this year. So while I try your delicious chocolate, it's only got 4 ingredients and doesn't expire till June of 2024. Maybe you can, think about that for me. It smells really, really good. Holy crap. That's good. That was loud. That was me. This is good. But there's a lot of veteran organizations you can work through. You can help. Anything you do would help. Even if it's just you and the whole team do 22 sit-ups or push-ups a day for 22 days. And just discuss it and raise awareness because we send these guys, we train them to kill. Oh, you two don't like that word. We train them to unalive, but we don't train them to come home. We don't train them to re-enter the civilian life, and that's where a lot of people struggle. In the military, they have order, they have structure, and they have rules. They get out. They have chaos. Think about the civilian life, the life we live every day. It's chaotic. The military is kind of chaotic. Hurry up and wait. Get there at 06, to only wait till 1100. But, they have purpose. And when they get out, they struggle. And they've been pulled away from their family for up to 4+ years. So going home, their families have learned to live without them. And that being said, they've left all their friends behind in the military when they get out. And they go home to a family that has adjusted to life without them. And they don't know what to do. And they struggle. And I know a lot of them do turn to games. And a lot of them are gamers. I'm not a veteran. I just love our military. I raise awareness for our military while eating delicious candy bars by MrBeast, available at Walmart. But a lot of them, I was a part of a group, and it's veterans and even active duty, that game. You wouldn't believe the amount of people in the military that just love gaming. My best friend was in the Marine Corps. When he came home and he got out, he brought like an Xbox. This is like 2014, an Xbox, PlayStation, or something like that. So he's a huge gamer, but he's struggled. I've watched him struggle fitting in, and not him, but they have struggles fitting in. They feel alone. They don't feel like they have any more use. Like, you know, when you do your 4 and up, you know, what's there to do after? So they come home, they don't feel useful. They feel alone, and they feel like chaos. And I've done so much research on PTSD, and I'll just give you, I'm not here to preach, I promise. I've just done research. I read a research paper on this. If an event occurs and it's traumatic, you don't walk away automatically impacted. You could go a year and have, you know, no problem, but a sound, a smell, a sight can trigger something. And I hate that society has used that word trigger, like, oh my god, I'm triggered. But you know, even driving down the road, they can see on the side of the road that there's this trash, but that could be an IED. You know, it's the small things. The scent of like a gun being shot, a gunpowder could bring back a memory. Or, and I hate this, people set off car alarms in the freaking Walmart parking lot where they can get a MrBeast FEASTABLES. You know, sometimes those alarms sound like, you know, weapons being shot or fired. It's the small things. But some things just take them back to that place. And it's the invisible wounds of war that really ravaged them. And I was at the Vietnam Wall, and I was speaking to this veteran. He said, after 55 years, MrBeast, he said, the guy I went to war with in Vietnam, after 55 years, he couldn't stand it anymore. Took his own life. This is a real thing, and people suffer, and it sucks. If Congress unalived themselves at the rate of veterans, there's 535 members of Congress. I think after 22 days or something, there would be no one left. And what makes me mad is society. If insert favorite football team here unalived themselves at the rate of veterans, something would be done. Tell me I'm wrong. Holidays are really hard for our veterans, and some of them drink themselves stupid and do drugs, and it's a vicious cycle of everything, and they feel alone. So MrBeast, I implore you, as I eat your delicious candy bar, to look into this. Just in Fort Bragg and Jacksonville with Camp Lejeune alone, you can make an impact. You can also probably stop these 20-year-olds from buying a freaking Charger with like 45% interest, okay? Okay? Just kidding. I wouldn't, yeah, they do that, you know, because the places around these bases, I know these kids are, yeah, they want a fast car. But if you could just look into it. Look into doing something. Even from your platform, speaking of it. If you don't donate anything, give anything, speak about it. Because 22 people a day, if that was your audience, it adds up fast. You know? Because it's not 22. That number is drastically low. But I love you. I enjoyed this. And I'm going to be binging your videos tonight. Thank you, MrBeast. Shopbeast.com. And follow Jimmy on all his socials. Bye.